Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with these 3 little boxes from Dollar Tree. I'm going to peel the stickers off the back of them, and then I am going to line them all up, and I'm going to glue them together. So I'm just going to use some wood glue here, glue the first 2 together, and then glue this final one on. And then I'm going to clamp those with some clamps that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to make sure that that holds those until they are dry. Once those were dry, I am going to take some black paint and I'm going to paint each one of the boxes. I'm going to paint the whole entire thing. So the insides, the outsides, I did the backs, and I did the top and the bottom also. And I'm just using a regular black acrylic paint. You can use whatever black paint you have. Once I have it all painted and dry, I had made a pattern of the inside of the boxes, and I just did that on a piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to take this scrapbook paper that I got at Hobby Lobby or Joann's, I can't remember which one, and I'm just going to lay this pattern on here, and I'm going to trace out 3 of these squares. So just get them all traced and then cut them out. And I kind of lined them all up so it was easier to cut out, and then I trimmed them down when needed. Once I had them all cut out, I'm going to Mod Podge each one into the bottom or the back of each one of these boxes. So this is the first one. I'm just going to put on a nice coat of Mod Podge, making sure that I get around all the edges so it doesn't peel up. And then I am going to lay that paper in, and I'm going to repeat the same thing for all 3 of them. So I'm just going to take that square, put it in there, and then press it down. And there it is with all 3 of them all done. Next, I'm going to take this Pick Your Poison sign that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to put some hot glue on the bottom of that, and I'm going to glue that right to the top of these boxes. I'm going to hold that down till it's all set. And get rid of any glue strings that I had. And then I'm going to take these poison bottles that I got at Target Dollar Spot, and I'm just going to put those on each one of these little squares. So I did 2 in each one. I did end up gluing these down with a little bit of hot glue. And so those are all going to set in there just like this. Then I added some spiders, but then I decided to take them off and try something different. So for right now, I'm just going to add this little feather ribbon to 2 of the bottles. So I did the second one in and then the last one in. And then I'm just going to trim off the excess. And then I'm going to add one to this last one right here. And again, just tying it in a knot, and then another knot, and then just kind of letting it hang. And then I just cut off the excess. Once I had that all on, I decided that I wanted to add some Spanish moss. So I'm going to add a little bit of Spanish moss to the sides right here. I'm just going to add a little hot glue and then push that moss down. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of holding it while it sets into place. And again, just putting a little bit more on this side. And I kind of want it to be wonky like Spanish moss is. I did trim off some excess that was sticking out too far. Once I had that all on, I'm going to do right underneath the bottles as well. So I'm just going to add some right along the edge here, just in front of the bottles. So I'm going to go and do that along that whole strip there. And again, just kind of leaving it a little bit on the wonky side, trimming when I need to. As we know, Spanish moss is very messy and wonky, but I think that's what's going to add a lot of character to this project. So as you can see, it's all glued down right in the front. Just kind of adjusting everything. Trim off some of those extra wonky pieces. Once I have those on, and now I'm going to add those spiders to the ends. So I'm going to add one to each side. And these spiders are from Dollar Tree. They're just like sparkly glitter spiders. They had little clips on the back. I cut the clips off. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It's a little hard to see because I have to have the camera above me. But here it is with the spiders. Then I decided I wanted to add some Spanish moss inside of the little squares around the potion bottles. So just took some, kind of wrapped it up in my fingers, and then just pushed it in there. And then I grabbed a little putty knife, and I used that to help me push in some of the Spanish moss. And just to kind of neaten it up a little bit, trimming off some of this excess that was kind of hanging over the edge. And again, just a little bit more next to this bottle, and I kind of went along the whole bottom and just using my little tool here to push it all in. Kind of grabbing enough just to fill it up. Once I had finished that, I am going to take these 2 bats that I got. They are from the stickers. They're wooden stickers. I painted it black. I painted actually both of them black. And then I'm going to take some white and go around the edges of them just a little bit with a sponge dauber. And just to give it some highlight. I did that on both of them. And then finally, I'm going to glue each one of those bats in between each box. So I'm going to glue one there and one on the other side. And that is it. This project is finished. I think this turned out so super cute. And almost everything here is from Dollar Tree and Target Dollar Spot. Those potion bottles are only $1. So everything here was really cheap and fun. And it turned out amazing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.